3, 2, 1. We're live.
Zayd.
Huh?
Hi. Welcome to What Are We Reading?
Well, where apparently everyone just gets mad at me for no reason.
No, I was screaming just because I can. I'm not mad at anyone.
Well, no, you're not the one who yelled Zane when we started, like I did something.
Because you did what you always do.
Take over the world?
And Tom is uncomfortable.
Are you telling me you aren't a snack?
I would rather not be compared to food, thanks. But
If you made me squirt Dr. Pepper out my nose.
oh, I'm sorry.
Good to know that you didn't get that from Tom's place. Anyway.
Oh yeah, no, I stole it from Zane's.
Zane doesn't drink soda.
Yep.
How? All he has is water.
Yep.
And yeah, all you have is water. That's right.
And
Ichi-Tan's an alchemist confirmed.
Water and pudding cups.
Yep. It's the only two things in my house, so if you guys
Those are the only drinkable things in Zane's house.
When I say his place that I meant his place. No, I just stole from his neighbors and left a note
I
saying
thought you were going to say his parents.
Some of my neighbors do not lock their doors. I can confirm that because I almost walked into somebody's room.
Welcome to the middle of plum dum nowhere, where we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
And nobody locks a goddamn door because there ain't no one here to steal your stuff.
This is how murders happen.
There's a reason why there's a billboard that says, if you like it, lock it up. And it shows a picture of a car.
Last time someone tried that with me, I ended up in someone's basement.
Said I was sorry.
It wasn't you that time.
Oh.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Anyway, we're continuing with this super serious reading of the Godzilla creepypasta. NES Godzilla creepypasta.
Hey guys, I actually like this one. Y'all are fucking ruining it. No, I'm ruining it too, don't worry.
I was gonna say, only one of them is high. Granted, it's...
Don't take Sudafed, kids.
Sudafed.
Yeah.
Almost said Pseudometaphone again.
Let's say I'm high on life. I must be high on something.
Smoking the fabric of reality is not a good idea, kids.
I can taste purple.
Oh, so you were drinking grape Fanta too?
Yeah, I like that better than orange Fanta. Fight me.
I don't like either of them.
I don't like Fanta.
Fanta sucks.
The strawberry's alright.
No.
It's just
Not
like
good,
Dr.
but it's
Pepper,
all
just
right.
as bad.
Grape Crush. That's my favorite.
I don't like Crush or Fanta. If I'm going to be drinking any kind of like quote unquote fruity sodas, it's usually one of like the Sprite flavors.
Okay.
Or Faygo.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't like
I do like Clear American. That's pretty good stuff. But for fruity
I just don't like artificial grape in general. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't like artificial grape, artificial orange. I just don't like
artificial orange is fucking awful.
Artificial cherry tastes like medicine.
Oh yeah, I don't like artificial grape, orange, or cherry.
It depends on the cherry, because if we're talking like cherry flavored candies, I like those.
Oh no, I just don't like artificial cherry at all, or grape or orange. Strawberry's a little iffy.
Then again, my favorites are typically either green apple or lime.
Anyway, let's read.
Yes, we're continuing on with Chapter 7 of the Godzilla creepypasta, Zenith. F5 for what I'm about to... Control F5. Or Control F, not F5, fuck. Control F for what I'm about to say.
Alt F4.
No. Right from the start, I could see that the graphics were freakishly different. The atmosphere was gruesome and foreboding. with the addition of the loud, droning music. I was dreading what I would see with these levels, and it was only a few seconds before something happened. It's skinless hippopotamus.
Loud
Hippopotami.
droning music. Oh God, they brought in the bagpipe.
I can't mimic bagpipes. My voice doesn't go that high.
Two hideous things. It's hard
They
to
look
describe.
like Nick and Morats.
They look like Etladonts.
They look like abominations. It's hard to
Yeah,
describe.
Etladonts.
It's hard to describe most of this level. Everything had this disturbing, semi-real look to it. Most of the enemies looked halfway between real animals and misshapen lumps of gore with teeth.
Or Intelladont. Whoops.
Intellion, what?
No, Intelladont. You ever heard the term Hellpig?
Yes, I was making a joke because we were talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield there.
Oh.
What's my line?
Whoop.
Your line is...
It's also.
It's also worth
noting that all of them were considerably larger than Godzilla. And although the majority were not very intelligent, each of them took around 30 hits to kill. Due to this, it was a better idea to run away from them than fight. It was never clear exactly what direction to run to.
That's what that reminds me of.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. While most levels involved going to the right to get to the exit, the path of this level is primarily going down by walking to the edge of one platform and jumping down to a lower one. There was no way to make sure you were going the right way, nor any apparent means of getting back up to the higher platforms if necessary.
Despite the term Hellpig, it actually seems that they're closer related to, like, hippopotami.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't surprising.
Hippopotami are scary, or hippopotamus.
Yes.
I don't know how you say that.
I don't think it technically matters because English is a fluid language, but yeah. English is a horrific hellscape in which we just take rules from several other languages and try to incorporate them into one.
Yes.
Yep. Also, certain enemies acted as if they were aware you had to jump down, and would stand at the edge of a lower platform waiting for you. When this would happen, I would have to walk back and wait until the monster would leave. Tailless dinosaurs.
Yeah, I smell meat.
I don't like
that's the thing
this.
That's the thing that bugs me about the design, is that it feels like there should be a tail.
No tail.
As I went on, I came across platforms stacked above each other with little space in between like a maze. This meant I couldn't jump, and it made escape from enemies difficult. Thankfully, the only enemies able to fit through these mazes were the four-legged beasts seen at the beginning of the level.
Cool.
I don't like this Squirtle.
Added to the difficulty were long tapeworm-esque monsters that would rise themselves up between the platforms and trap you. The only attack they responded to was the heat beam, which would cause them to shrink back down, much like my... But this was costing even more power, and I couldn't afford to do it without the heat beam for long.
Heat beam.
I
Trying
dislike that.
to avoid the abominations that dwell in this level, I found out if you stand idle in one place for too long, the ground tries to absorb your monster. That smiles
Well.
goldfish.
That's quite the image you have sent us, Zane.
What are you doing, Zane? Yes.
But
Why?
Isn't that what you want, Llytic? Isn't that what
Not
you
the
joke
dick
about
flattening.
all the time?
Don't
Is
know
that
why
you
the
just
dick.
big buff Bara girlfriend?
Okay, but I'm not into the dick flattening meme. Anyway, the fact that I know that meme exists in the first place is bad enough. That and the gender bent version of it. Because there is a reverse version of that meme.
What?
Yeah, labia stretching.
Ah.
You're welcome.
No.
I think it was about 4 minutes. 4 minutes before the end of this level. This level was making me physically sick. The tension was getting to me, and having to take in all these disgusting sights made me want to puke. I nearly did pause the game and look for a bag, but I was able to hold it together.
I also found a trick at the end of the level, though it was too late to do me any real good. If two different species would run into each other face to face, they would fight each other and leave me alone. I didn't intentionally cause this, it just happened. Ah, territory war.
Turf war.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes, but I was doing it as a reference.
You said Squirrel Ichi-Tan, so I was trying to look up some like wholesome Squirtle pictures, and this is one of my favorite comics.
Oh, I tried to catch this fucking squirrel in Pokemon Go, and this motherfucker keeps busting out.
Yeah, they do that. They're kind of dicks.
Yes, that is a very wholesome meme. Get in the fucking ball, you fucking turtle fuck.
Hey! When it ends, you'll have a Squirtle.
Really?
Like this.
Really, motherfucker.
Did it leave?
Bro, after I literally used up, because this was a very high level fucking Squirtle, and after I used a shit ton of berries and all of my fucking Ultra Balls and was only left with the Pokeball, then it was like, oh, I'll let you catch me.
Well,
now you can hold it like that, like the picture I posted.
I mean, it could be where I keep having shit where it's like immediately flees whenever like they break out of the ball for the first time, and it's always low level shit. Like, no, I just need you so I can evolve a thing.
Yeah. Like, I already have a high ass level like Wartortle. I'm just trying to get candies to get a Blastoise.
Also, apparently, a preview for a Palamute plush was released.
Hmm. Through who?
I guess Capcom.
Oh, I'm not interested then.
I mean, look at that boy.
It's been a while since we've had a good Marvel vs. Capcom game.
I mean, yeah, but no.
Big ol' Palamute plush.
Dog plush? Where can?
Yes.
Where?
Again, like, it's just been previews that have been released of it, and it's like a big ol' sleeping Palamute.
When?
I'm guessing it's probably going to come out around the same time as the game, so March.
Ah, shit.
Oh, so should I tell you about the cursed Etsy ad that came across my Facebook the other day?
Sure.
Apparently somebody on Etsy, and for some reason the advertising on Facebook decided that this is what it needed to show me through their Etsy ad. Apparently somebody on Etsy is making life-size anthropomorphic ponies.
I don't like where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
And yeah.
Oh, is that just the end of it?
Well, they have some add-ons you can get
It's like watching a car crash. I don't want to watch, but I can't tear my eyes away. Tell me more.
No!
Um,
The horror is supposed to be Godzilla, not horse sex toys.
Yeah, good point. Let's get back to reading.
I believe Tom read the last line, so it's Zane's line.
Oh, fucking! I was looking at Discord and then I switched back to my Google Chrome, thinking I'm gonna be back on the creepypasta, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a zoomed in picture of that Zoom guy dick flattening video. God damn it! I was not prepared.
Well,
Why didn't you?
Finally, at the end, it was time for another boss fight. It was certainly ugly, but not quite as horrific as I feared it would be. But more important than dealing with its appearance was defeating it. And since I had less than half my health bar to start with, there was no room for errors.
That's unpleasant to look at.
it's a puppet.
It's a flesh puppet.
No. Look at it. It looks like a sock puppet.
Yeah, it looks like a sock puppet made of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Ichi-Tan?
mm-mm.
Yes. Sooner you read your line, the sooner we can get through this part.
I can't find my line. That's the problem.
It was attached.
There you go. It was attached to the floor when I first saw it, but after 10 hits, it detached from the floor and became floating. It moved fast, and unlike the Blood Lakes boss, he wasn't impeded by any sort of gravity. It was even able to fly through the ground without any collision effect.
Well, it used this to its advantage, and it would float beneath the ground and spring up randomly to bite at you. But it stopped doing this after a few well-aimed kicks to the face.
Oh no.
That's my solution to most problems. The pink area on its upper jaw was a weak point. Too many hits there would cause it to spasm uncontrollably.
The new strategy was to rapidly float up and down while moving back and forth across the stage, trying to constantly keep its jaws aimed towards me. Health was getting critical at this point, and I spammed the heat beam, from which it had no defense.
It is weak points for massive.
Stop that.
Meh. See?
In the last stretch of the battle, the monster had lost its mind, rapidly rushing back and forth, gnashing its jaws. I had to duck under it and then strike when its back was turned. 20 more hits and it was destroyed.
That was a 180.
There were no survivors.
It's very serious.
One last level to go.
Anyway, that's how I lost my job at the pizza factory. There were no survivors. Why did I say pizza factory?
Mm-hmm.
My brain was just like, what's a silly food? Pizza. Wait, no.
It's your turn, Llytic.
Yes.
So I gotta say, the thing that probably disturbs me far more than the prospect of those My Little Pony plushes.
Oh no.
Is the fact there's people out there that make fucking Furby morphs. Like the long Furbies with all the weird
I like long Furby.
I fucking hate Furbies, and the people out there that are out there fucking like morphing those to even more terrifying creatures, like
I want a 3-headed Furby.
You know what? You can
Yes.
fuck right on off with that bullshit.
I'm
Because
with Ichi-Tan on this one.
I want
Furby's a
long
fucking
Furby.
pain.
I can wear my child as a scarf.
I have literally blocked content creators on TikTok because all their stuff was long Furbies, and it just gave me such anxiety whenever their videos would come across my For You page. I would literally I was like, I can't fucking deal with this. I'm blocking you.
I know how to ward
Furby.
my house.
So you block long Furby, and TikTok or whatever's just like, aha, I see, you like long Furby. That's why you block it.
No.
I know how to ward my house now. I must simply place long Furby at every entrance. I shall make one massive long Furby that goes throughout the entire house, looping into every room.
That's not going to stop me.
We'll make her hesitate for a couple seconds, but that's it.
Just wait until it begins propagating.
Propaganda? I hate that card.
Oh my god.
Tom! Then it was down to one last level. I didn't hesitate. I selected Solomon and entered. Perhaps a little too fast.
The last level was definitely the peak of disconnect between what the NES was graphically capable of and what this game could create. Music also caught my attention. It was one of the only songs that appeared more than once. The horrible screeching from when the Hellbeast appeared in the graveyard.
Fun.
Uh-oh.
As soon as I started, there was already an enemy prepared to attack, a centaur wielding a whip, and it wasn't alone.
Kinky.
Yeah.
When I started.
Yep.
I know. I'm getting there.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
When I started fighting, several more centaurs appeared, coming from both sides of the screen at the same time. It was too much to handle. Solomon's flight saved me from taking too much damage at the start of the level. The centaurs followed after, but seemed unable to jump.
Still the best.
What kind of horse can't jump? That's stupid.
I don't think those are horse legs there.
Yeah, good point. Good lord, are those arms?
I mean, honestly, when you get down to it, all an arm is an
No.
especially adapted leg.
The front legs are literally arms the way they're bent. That's...
they would be bent that way, Tom.
No. Look.
Front legs have elbows.
Yeah, it's the hand that's flattened out. It's like... I don't like that.
After escaping the centaurs, I noticed gaps in the ground. While trying to avoid the jumping sword-mouthed enemies in mid-flight, I got close to the to the surface of the lava, and a creature emerged and tried to grab me. It didn't succeed, but I was startled. Careful maneuvering would be needed to avoid instant death here.
Just that
funky fella.
Hey, come here! I want to grab you. Come here.
I want to give you a hug. I like hugs.
I guess they did.
I've been told that I am very warm-bodied and you seem cold. Would you like a hug?
No.
I respect your wishes.
Yeah, just kind of jumped away and everything. I think I have a screenshot of that thing. Hang on. I'm looking for it. I'm going to change that to be my profile picture.
But I like Solomon.
I like Solomon. I like Solomon too, but that profile picture's been up there for like 2 weeks, and that's like real short.
Solomon's still the best, though.
Yeah, he's still the best. I'm gonna keep the other screenshot I have of him, but there he is.
Money.
Hi, I'm Eugene Krabs. I like money.
So, Mr. Eugene Krabs, what inspired you to make a second Krusty Krab? Money!
As new enemies appeared, correct?
Yeah.
As new enemies appeared, the level soon became very difficult. A lot of the trouble came from stocky red demons that stood up on top of tall, narrow mountains and spewed fire. I got by them by waiting until their backs was turned and hitting them with a flying kick, which made them fall into the lava. It was at this time I noticed I wasn't gaining any health from killing enemies. Solomon don't need to gain health. He's just that good.
Solomon is the health.
I'm loving it. Not all the ground was stable. At one point, the ground was reduced to small chunks that slowly drifted toward the right. Some of them would sink into the lava upon landing on them, and there was no way to tell which ones would sink and which would not. Being so close to the lava added the threat of the lava creatures, and this is why this was very frustrating.
Excuse me.
I was also feeling very hot, which made concentrating hard. If you've ever had heat rash, it felt similar to that. I had periodically stopped for water because of it. This was almost certainly due to the game and not my imagination, but I kept pushing the thought out of my head. I did not want to think about it.
Tell me about it. I get a heat rash every time I go back home.
Spicy boy.
It's not my fault that home's so hot. You think after 6,000 years I get used to it. At the end of the stage, I encountered the boss rising from the lava. Its arrival noted with an ungodly howling roar. Funky fella.
When it walked onto the land, I saw how gigantic it was, several times the size of Solomon. I was about to fly up and attack it when it opened its mouth and let out a huge blast of fire. Fly down its throat and rip out its uvula.
Ew. Don't say that word.
Waluigi?
Sorry. I'll try to avoid saying uvula from now on.
Tom?
Alright. I won't say it anymore. Sorry, I just had to get that one jab in him. I mean, I didn't have to, but it amused me, so...
Why did you do this? It
That's
amused
it, I'm
me.
stealing
You
your
slaughtered
Oreos.
my people!
Oh, please don't.
You
You know
crossed
the rules,
line.
Tom. You say uvula, you get your Oreos.
And so do I! Sorry.
That was beautiful, Zane.
Hey.
I had to fly to dodge the flames, and then get close enough to the boss to fire a heat beam at its face, causing it to stumble backwards. If it didn't stumble backwards, it would have kept moving left until I was forced Solomon into the lava, as there was no more ground within reach. I always forget how much of a pro gamer this dude is. I don't think he's died once.
No, because he lost Godzilla for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla died.
Well, maybe the game just took it away from him. So,
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just guessing.
No,
For real,
that's
though,
right. It took Godzilla away for a bit.
And turned it and was like, he got Mothra, and he was still able to continue on. So yeah, this guy's pretty pro gamer.
The beast had to wait between uses of its fire breath, as it seemed to cost a great deal of energy. I used this time to attack it, but fire wasn't its only weapon, and I had to be wary of the monster swatting at me with its clawed hands as its health decreased. It moved faster, and the battle felt like a tug of war between the two monsters over this bridge of land.
That's good.
40. Yes. After about 40 hits, it was defeated, tumbling backwards into the lava from whence it came. Then the final stage had been completed.
At last,
So you thought.
At last, it was down to 2 bosses and a final encounter with the Hell Beast. For some reason, I thought Ghidorah would be easier to beat, so I confronted him first. King Ghidorah.
Gazer Ghidorah.
Set your phasers to fun, boys. We in this. The classic Ghidorah battle music from the original started up as I was forced to. So it's
Use your
faced
words.
against the new King Katora.
Pudding brain hours.
It's starting to hit pudding brain hours.
Yeah.
We're almost done. Don't worry.
Did you finish your line?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Ichi-Tan.
Yes.
Give me a second.
1.
Starts with King Ghidorah. Mississippi.
King Ghidorah was as powerful and unrelenting as ever. He instantly lashed out with the gravity beams, which were more damaging than Godzilla's heat beam. It became a struggle of constantly beating Ghidorah at every opportunity to keep him from using the attack.
Still don't know why they're called gravity beams.
You're a gravity beam.
Obviously, because gravity is yellow lightning.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Oops, there goes gravity. Oop, this goes gravity.
I mean, I think flat earthers might agree with you on that one. Fucking doomsday cult.
You know what? I've noticed one sort of good thing about this year. Despite all of the other bullshit that's been going on. The flat earthers have been relatively quiet.
Oh, there's a reason for that. They all moved over to QAnon. They joined with that.
QAnon.
It's too fucking stupid to get into now.
Ugh.
Basically, it's basically just a modern recreation of the whole, blood libel conspiracy, which was this weird idea that Jewish people were siphoning the blood of Christians for nefarious purposes.
Nice.
It's literally just a modern recreation of that.
But more stupid shit.
But on 4chan.
Oh, 4chan.
Headed by some guy who was pretending to be a government official.
I mean, I've never really been on, that website, but I thought those people were a bit smarter than that.
Anyway. But Ghidorah soon throws...
No, I think you're at, it worked because...
No, because Ichi-Tan's line was King Ghidorah was as powerful and unrelenting as ever.
Was it?
Yeah, your line is it worked.
No.
Yes.
My line is, but King Ghidorah soon saw through my tactic, because that's the next line after the one you read.
Shut the fuck up.
Soon saw through my...
I'll just pick a line and read. I apologize for any confusion I've made.
Can I pick the first line?
No, my god, just let him finish his line.
Let me read!
Or I'm busting through your window and beating your ass again.
At this point, I think I'm just asking for it.
I'm busting on your window.
I'll call you mommy while you do it, too.
That's it. I'm getting the fire and the honey. The fucking honey and the fire ants.
I'm getting the mallet.
I'm getting me mallet.
But Ghidorah saw through my tactic.
Wait,
and
so you're saying it's real dick flattening hours?
Well. He would strike with each of his heads, knocking me backwards and making it impossible to get close enough to punch him. But I had an idea. To wait for him to lunge with one of his heads and immediately blast it with the heat beam.
Blam. Shotgun breath. It worked, and to my surprise, the heat beam had actually obliterated Ghidorah's middle head. It was only a few seconds before I realized that this would lead to, and sure enough, Mecha King Ghidorah.
Yep.
Yes, real Mecha King Ghidorah hours. Give me a second. Shit, fuck, shit. King Ghidorah was using the power of the glitch to transform into Mecha King Ghidorah, but what really shocked me was the sudden change in music. I had heard it before, but it wasn't from the original NES game. It was from the game Super Godzilla during the Mecha King Ghidorah fight.
Mecha King Ghidorah's first attack was its most deadly, the Machine Hand. Very similar to Gigan's Saw. It immobilizes the monster and rapidly drains the health bar. Fortunately, before Ghidorah could do a lot of damage, the timer ran out.
Saved by the bell. Da-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Beep.
I would need to defeat Mecha King Ghidorah quickly to prevent him from using the Machine Hand, so I sent Solomon to fight him. Still the best. The two monsters were evenly matched in strength. Still the best.
Yeah, kick his ass, Solomon. But Solomon was faster, and by slashing and heat beaming without pause, the cyborg monster soon met its end.
With Ghidorah defeated, I was returned to the board. I now outnumber the enemy by 4 monsters to 1. And victory seemed to be soon at hand. The base icon had changed to the blood red color. I could feel hatred emanating from it.
I started the fight against Destroya with Anguirus, and the music was the same as Ghidorah's. When the fight began, Destroya was in microscopic form. After one hit, it changed into the Juvenile, which had a few attacks and was also dealt with easily.
That's a fun mechanic.
Mm.
The fight became serious once Destroya entered the aggregate form, gaining the use of large arms and the micro-oxygen beam.
Anguirus' roll attack, which had been very useful until now, was rendered useless by Destroyer constantly attacking me with his large arms when I tried to use it. For this part of the fight, I had to rely on brute strength. Nice.
Nice. Professionals of standards.
Zane?
Wow, that was fast. Just before the time ran out, Destroya had changed into his flying form, which Anguirus was ill-suited to fight against. Going back in, I fought against the flying form with Mothra, which seemed fitting.
Mothra was weaker than Anguirus, but was much more better equipped to dodge and counter flying Destroya's attacks. So the fight was in my favor. However, the Mecha Ghidorah fight music started playing, and Destroya changed into his final form sooner than expected, which drastically turned the tables.
Uh-oh, you've entered the fifth phase. It's gotten serious now.
I hate it when there's 5 phases to a boss fight.
Oh man, imagine if there were Dark Souls bosses that had 5 phases. That'd be terrible.
Oh,
No. Bloodborne. It just keeps growing more arms.
Oh god.
Each phase, it just gets more and more like Lovecraftian.
I need you to stop with that image.
No. I refuse.
I mean, I'm probably already going to have nightmares tonight from reading this, because anytime I'm on Sudafed and I read or watch anything remotely disturbing, like one time I was on Sudafed. They also had me on the hydrocodone cough syrup, but I made the mistake of watching the Jurassic Park movies, and then I could swear to God, like the entire night, I just could hear fucking compies in my house.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know.
But that wasn't as bad as the time that they had me on the purple cough syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what that is. Yeah, they had me on that, and then me and my roommate watched. And that was when I had lost my voice to laryngitis. I think it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have a voice for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible. And basically, they had me on that purple cough syrup plus a whole bunch of other medicine that just kind of basically kept me in this like semi-knocked out, hallucinogenic, delirious state.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched. God, what was that movie? It's like that movie where like this weird fucking like thing crashed into the planet, which created this like shimmery veil around
Oblivion. Or Annihilation.
The one with Natalie Portman, right?
Yeah!
It has the mimic bear.
The mimic bear. So here's the thing. Because I was like so like sick and just out of it, my roommate was my roommate was this was at our old place. My roommate was sleeping on my bedroom floor on an air-up mattress to keep an eye on me, to make sure I wouldn't like hurt myself if I needed to go to the bathroom or something. And because I was so out of it. Well, apparently, I don't remember this happening, but he almost punched me in the face because I asked him for water and I sounded just like the mimic bear, and it apparently freaked the fuck out of him.
Whoops.
You ever sound like a horrific bear monstrosity that's mimicking a good friend's voice?
Yeah, but
why is that image so funny to me?
But yeah, no, that movie absolutely terrified the fuck out of me. And then to find out that I apparently sounded like that movie, oh man, that fucked with me even more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back to the Jurassic Park thing. Sometimes when, if I watch it too late at night, I'll have stress dreams where I'm trapped in the park and being chased by like the Tyrannosaurs and the Raptors. It's not great.
Oh, one time when I was like super, super sick, and this was when me and my grandparents were at their cabin. I think it was for like one of the school breaks. Like this happened when I was back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I had again watched the movie. I don't know why, but I always seem to watch the movies whenever I'm sick.
Mm-hmm.
I again watched the movies, and my grandpa had to fix the kitchen sink in the morning while I was sleeping in the loft, which was like right above the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that the water was tapping in the kitchen sink sounded like the raptor claws.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, I was. Whew. In the morning, I just kind of stumbled down the stairs, like eyes bloodshot, looked like I hadn't gotten any sleep. My grandparents are like, "What is wrong with you?" There was raptors in the kitchen. What? And then my grandma felt my forehead, and I had like this really high fever, and she goes, "Oh God, you're hallucinating." And again, this is at my grandparents' cabin in the middle of like the fucking just like in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like the nearest hospital was like 4 hours away. And my grandma's sitting there freaking out, thinking she's gonna have to drive like 4 hours to the nearest hospital because I was hallucinating that there was dinosaurs in the kitchen.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But yet, Tom, I do feel like this fucking frame from that music video feels like it should be a meme format. Like, this has the me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans energy.
Yeah. You just said multi-armed like thing, and I was like, yeah,
like,
I remember something like that.
Or like, babe, come over. I can't. I'm a giant wolf monster. My parents aren't home. Like, this has that energy.
What the fuck is that tweet even? Like, just...
I was waiting for someone to notice that.
I noticed. I just wasn't going to dignify it with a response, but okay.
Also, how did you find such a perfect rendering of me in my shadow form?
I have security cameras because I'm paranoid as fuck. So
anyway,
yeah.
Whose fucking line is it?
Mine.
It's mine. You two have been talking for.
Putting brain hours.
Mothra's attacks were doing very little to destroy it, and I had to move furiously to avoid damage while waiting for the timer to run out.
That's my line, isn't it?
Yes.
Even though it would be near impossible to beat Destroyer with Mothra, I still had 3 other monsters. Final form Destroyer was taking damage, and the heavily armored foe would not be defeated without a long fight.
Zane?
Is Zane dead?
No, I'm just bleeding out. Hold on.
Oh, that
you
wasn't
okay there,
me
dude?
that time. Just throwing that out there.
Yep. I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
In the last part of the fight, I wasn't using much strategy, just attacking as brutally and as fast as I could.
Brutal.
Well then,
Brutal.
still the best.
I just got brutalized.
So there.
Yeah. I'm scrolling through the pictures. There you go. On its last bar of health, Destroya tried one less counterattack. A beam of energy from its chest. Titty beam.
Ah, yes, a signature titty beam.
I don't know how powerful it would have been, because just before it could fire, I punched Destroyer in the tit cavity, destroying him.
Hee hee.
Oh, that was a cheap that cheap shot.
A tit shot.
Yeah, that was a tit shot. I was trying to avoid that, but no, pudding brain hours. Then that was it. The last kaiju boss was gone. In the midst of all the excitement, I had briefly forgotten that there was still one last thing to do before the game would be over. Uh-oh.
Your
yes.
toes.
No.
Hand them over.
These are my toes. I harvested them myself.
Your toes.
No.
I wasn't asking.
Ichi-Tan, was that why
I was instructing.
No.
Alright, well, but do you prefer that or this? Please, mistress, give me your toes. So take your pick. Which one? You have to give your toes to at least one of them.
I
No.
desire the toes. Give them to me. Give me the toes.
I am going to frame your toes on the wall.
These are my
I'm
toes.
going to
These are my toes.
I am going to frame them next to Godzilla's toes.
These are my toes. There are many like them, but these ones are mine.
Exactly.
Toes, 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 toes.
Anyways, what were you saying, Tom, before they went all toe demon?
I don't remember. I really don't, and I wish I did.
Great. I shall never know what was so important.
We can go
Toes.
back to what I was saying. Yeah, I don't fucking remember. That train of thought was derailed. No survivors. Moving on. Rest in peace. I apologize. Oh, Danny boy. Pipes are playing.
No! He turned to gold! Wait. What?
Wait, what?
What? What?
Zane and I know what that's from. Llytic would know what that's from too if he ever finished Epithet Erased.
Yeah.
You thought we forgot, didn't you?
Look, I've been busy. I haven't been able to make any progress on anything.
Same, honestly. Whose line is it?
Oh.
It's... I'm sure it's yours. Wait. No, it's Zane's. Unless you...
Like seeing the icon again hit me with like a ton of bricks, and I froze for a few minutes. I had come so far to get to this point, but I was terrified. I really did not want to know what this last encounter was going to be like, Scoob.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Before I could let myself even think about it any longer, I moved Godzilla over and began the stage. You are here now. This is the end. Just one last thing, and then it's all over.
And when the screen changed, there was...
A whole lot of nothing. Jack shit. It was black and dark
Who forgot to pay the electricity bill?
Ah, damn it! I knew I was forgetting something.
God damn it! This reminded me of
damn
Sonic Heroes. The fucking alligator dude. If he's just standing there and you're not doing anything for a while he idles, so just go, darn, I forgot to pay the electric bill.
That's great.
Does anyone remember, like in the really old Sonics, there was a whole thing of, like, if you were idle too long, he'd basically just be like, I'm out of here, and jump off the map?
No. I was never idle for that long.
Like, he'd, like, look at his watch or whatever, and then just fucking jump off the map.
I must go. My people need me.
Like, that's what a hell of a way to have, like, a game over.
Yeet.
And I think, is that all, folks?
No,
Just Godzilla.
Just Godzilla is your line.
Just Godzilla!
Just Godzilla and a black screen. I walked back and forth, fired a heat beam. Nothing happened until I heard something. The faint sound of a familiar drum beat. Ah, yes. The sound of the American... Fuck, I forgot it's called. Shit.
Man, Doki Doki Literature Club got weird. Just Godzilla.
Oh, no, it's not weird. It's just Godzilla. That's the problem.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
that's a fun image. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of health.
Eyes. Well.
Ah, yes.
Toes!
No.
Forget
I just read
Godzilla's toes. I'm here for his fingies.
Nice
Yeah.
talk, bro!
I just read the first line for the next part. It's really funny, but I'll save that for next time.
On Dragon Ball Z. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Anyway.
Find out what happens to Goku's toes next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Will Frieza steal Goku's toes? Anyway. Special thank
I know
you
it's
to
weird. Frieza had a weird
Hey,
thing.
y'all tomorrow just for that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Special thank you to Summer Moon Soldier and Destiny Baird for supporting us on Patreon. If you like what we do and like to support us in any way, then consider going down to that link in the description and pledging any amount of money you want.
Why do you keep enabling us? Stop it.
Barring that, there's always standard YouTube bullshit, so, you know. I don't have to explain that to you. You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, you've probably been on YouTube before. If this is your first ever thing you found on YouTube, I am sorry.
Me too.
I'm not.
Yeah. Next time. Bye-bye.